Hello. Monday again. Where's the time going? We have the dragons today. One I got from my grandchild for my birthday last month. She came in and presented it to me. So it sits on the side here. Oh, dearie me. So how's everybody today? I did have... right, I'm putting some... oh, Karen. Alison. Cornelia. Namari. Ascending. So, I have new cards today, but will I play with them? If not, we will see what we're guided to. I had a question before I signed in, and it just sort of like popped into the head. And the question was, if you were a Disney character, who would you be? And I just thought, well, that's going to be complicated if it comes out with Disney characters that I don't know, you know? And so, but we've got, we'll see if anybody wants to play. Christine, I'll put down your second name because sometimes we've got three. Stacey, is that you saying, Stace? You're Cinderella as well. Cool, 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 cool. Sorry. Oh, Goofy Christine. Oh, that sounded bad, so didn't I take it like that? I know what you meant, and I hope you meant what I meant. Kristen, Little Mermaid. Just a bit of fun. Just a bit of fun. Michelle? Snow White. Interesting. Oh, so you're going for the bad Snow White, not the original Snow White, all love and light and everything. Lois is Belle. Lovely. This might work, you know. Karen. Right, I'm just taking in some of this, okay? And then we'll get going. So, and the yeah, I know the original Snow White. Right, so Ascending Butterfly, you have got Aladdin, which is rather interesting because Aladdin sort of like started with very little but built himself up, and through luck, challenges and everything else, and deceiving and the little genie in the lamp. So would you understand, Ascending, that you're one that manifests, sends out wishes, and lives each day with being living each day with that hope that dreams are going to come true. And this takes in relationships, it takes in the way forward, and it takes in work as well too, because Aladdin wasn't exactly appreciated, was he? And he had to fight for everything that he got, and he often got blamed for a few things that he shouldn't have. And so would you understand where you sometimes feel that you're on the other side of the foot, and you feel that other people don't appreciate you so much, but always looking for... Now, Aladdin was looking, well, he wasn't really looking for riches, but he got riches in the end. And but he was just wanting life. He was just wanting love. He was just wanting contentment. And yeah, the money at the end helped as well. And but can I say that this shows work in progress? And I want to say that you've come further than what you think you have. You're progressing all the time, okay? And it just feels that things are starting to slot into place for you. You know, like oh God, what you call it? You know that block paving for gardens, slotting it in, slotting it in, slotting it in. So you're slowly covering the area, you know. So it's time to appreciate and see all that you have surveyed and achieved, and bringing in that contentment, gratitude, and love. Okay, so and we have this. Okay, now I'm unsure what this means. Hernie, hernie. Okay, but would you understand with the numbers that you have completed things? It's like you've completed your startup, you've completed your courses, you're almost to the completion of something else, and but it's your creativity and your belief in yourself that has taken you this far, although it's been a little bit wobbly, you know. Bringing in the calm, bringing in the healing, and bringing in that isolation as well, because to give yourself a chance to recharge the batteries. Bringing you into nature as well, because nature just sort of like lights you up in the mystery, because the trees look as if they've got like spooky faces on them. So it's just bringing in the mist and that uh, intriguing, you know. And but it's the way forward. It's building and moving forward, and well done. Keep progressing. Keep progressing. Okay? Ignore what other people say, because this is yours. This is your life, your business, and your step forward, and you're helping people. So ignore the destroyers and the ones that pull you down. Okay? Just swat them away, and but keep going. Okay? Because you are moving forward. Tickety boo. And thank you for working with me. Namira, are you still with us? Namira. Oh yes, Namira. You were Cinderella. Sometimes you feel life is harsh and that life goes against you, and other times you feel content with what you've got. And but would you understand, Namira, that Cinderella kind of became the beck and call for other people, to sort of like put herself last and deal with everybody else, and all the housework and everything. So would you understand where delegation is needed with you? And it's like coming in and delegating things, because there's no I in team, okay? No I in family team. So it's bringing in that delegation, and it's bringing in that self, having that breath for yourself, and managing to sit and just have that peace and go within into that silence. And the because but she came good at the end, didn't she? So when you start that authority and that business like, and show that you are fed up of being on the end of a shoe, then you will find it people will start respecting. Okay. And because she came from like rags to riches, and she found her love, she found her Prince Charming. But the question is, was she truly happy with him? That's nothing to do with the reading, by the way. And so it's came out into contentment, but she still had a good heart, because on the original Snow White, the family wasn't sort of like thrown out. They were given jobs at the palace, you know, payback. And so there's a lot of times that you would you stay humble. Would you understand that way? Humble. Because I want to say that despite everything that went on, she had to do things on the sly to sneak out and go and meet Prince Charming, to sneak out and go into the woods and be with the animals and things like that. So it's a case of trying to find that balance, okay? And being more open, but most of all, delegate. And we shall see what you've got now. We've got, oh, look, divine feminine. So this is calling on your inner goddess, and your inner goddess is giving you that intent. It's giving you that intuition. It's giving you that, can I say, stand up and be counted, be all you can be, authority, business-like, I am being listened to. So it's just giving you all these things, and choices and decisions to be made. Okay, and I'm just seeing some names here, so I'll just quickly catch them. Choices and decisions to be made, and it's giving you that healing coming in as well, because stress causes a few things, but it's like lifting the lid to a new you, okay? And it's just taking you out of the normal. So when you go within and go into your inner goddess, it's sometimes you sit and daydream, and when you do get a chance to sort of like sit, you'll be looking at the TV, and then it's a case of, but your eyes are away, and you're away, sort of like daydreaming. So it's bringing that in, because that's your escape. That's your escape. And but Stonehenge is important as well, because it's going back to the ancestors, it's the energies, it's the reason for Stonehenge, the spiritual, and bringing all this in for you. But it's calm, beautiful light here. So this is you transforming, okay? So no more sort of like bicker and whatnot. Stand up and be heard. Delegate. That's your biggest thing. Delegate. But remember self, okay? And remember to give yourself some self-love. And I hope that made sense, Namiri, but keep going. Keep going. So Donna, you've got Peter Pan. No worries whatsoever. I go where I like. I let the inner child out all the time. Life is not so serious as what it is here on the earth plane. And I get a chance to let the brain and the body just have that peace, and fun. And I'm out with situations. So it's a lot of like dreaming, imagination, and daydreaming as well. So it's bringing all this in, and sense of adventure. So it's bringing you into that movement forward, and it's bringing you into that taking that leap of faith, okay? Opening up doors for you, Donna, to move through. And it's wanting to it's nurturing as well. It's pulling others in that is needing just that little extra TLC, if you can take it that way, Donna. And because it's like you're like a teacher, you're like the mother, you're like the housekeeper, you're like the one that's the cook, the nurse, the cleaner, the provider, etc., etc., etc. And Peter Pan just he sort of like just goes with the flow, doesn't he? And he kind of like does what he wants. So it's giving you back that sense of doing things that you used to do, if you can take it that way. So it's giving you that power for stepping forward and bringing in opportunities. It's also, yes, I believe in fairies, and they do exist. And I've seen some pretty good pictures, not AI generated or anything, but actual in the back of a garden. It's out in the middle of nowhere, like, but it's amazing, amazing. So yes, I believe in fairies. So it's another one saved, and it's believing in that, uh, giving you something to believe in with imagination, which helps to tone the brain down when things is intense. If you know what I'm trying to say, Donna. And but keep going, keep surviving, keep evolving, and keep taking that leap of faith. And I hope that made sense. And thank you for working with me. Cornelia, Cornelia, there you are. So, Cornelia, I want to say that you have got. Would you understand, Cornelia, that you are fighting an issue in and around you? And because it just feels that dwelling in truth. So you're one that wants to get the full story. You have had the rose tinted glasses on, but now it's all clear. So you're seeing things a bit more clearly. But would you understand that somebody still keeps pulling the wool over your eyes? But you want the truth. You will help anybody if they tell you the truth. Okay? So it just feels that you would understand where someone's chancing their luck. But until they can open up and say why they want your help, what they need your help with, etc., you know, and it's trying to get through to them that you need to know this, because if it's lending money and things like that, you need the answers. But it's also dwelling in the truth of spirit as well. And you've built up a beautiful relationship with spiritualism. You've brought up a beautiful relationship, knowing that there's life after, and life does still go on. You've got beautiful healing coming in and a beautiful calming energy. So you are actually, it's like you give healing, and you listen, which is healing. You give advice, which is healing. You've got a big shoulder for people to lean on, which is healing. And it's all just sort of like coming together. And if you haven't got anybody to sort of like worry about or help, you're lost, you know? So you need to just sort of like keep going, but dwelling in the truth. And then you've got the Empress, which is bringing in your creativity, but it's also bringing in you're reaping the rewards now. Okay? Things is starting to just fall into place and be a bit more comfortable. You've also got the connection with the animals. You've got the dogs, you've got the cats, and both got different temperaments, but that's the same with life in humans. And I want to say that giving you that, would you understand where it's scone? It's just scone. I've had a scone moment, first scone of today, and it may come back. I spoke about dogs and the cats. I want to say that the Empress comes in giving you that growth, that intuition, and that stepping forward, the authority, the business like, I am me, I give myself TLC, and to move forward. She's giving you the energy and the passion as well. The white coming in is like purity, and it's again ties in with the spiritual, and it's just that movement forward. But you're a beacon light to many, and that many often don't appreciate what you do for them, but spirit is letting you know how much you are appreciated, and thank you. So I hope that made sense, Cornelia. And the don't know which way to go and what meaning. Well, there's a Snow White. It's a bit like horror-ish, and still the same story, but it's got a bit more entwined. And then there was one that was on not long ago, another remake of Snow White, and a little bit of evil came in with one of the ugly sisters as well, you know, so there's quite a few variations. And yeah, so to stay in the UK or somewhere else, head, heart, intuition. What's the heart and intuition saying? What are you pulled towards? Okay. Look at the map, look at where you are, and look at the world. Think of different areas and what's your gut saying? Is it the ruby slippers going, take me home, take me home? Or is it complete move, complete new area? Trust yourself, okay? And you know, because I'm sure that you will make the right decision. Welcome, Evie Kitten. That's an unusual name. So, but I wish you well. And write it down and send it up and ask for help, and they'll help to guide you, okay? Hello, Queasy. Right, so Lois, are you still with us? Lois. Oh, that's another Joe. I've just got hello, Lois. Right, the beautiful Belle. Would you understand where you would like to be just taken out of the humdrum, the same old, and just being given something exciting, you know? Yes, Belle had an annoying person in and around her that was determined that he was going to marry her, and but she found the love of her life. Because we don't need like Prince Charming to be happy, and because beauty is skin deep, and warts and all can create the most beautiful thing. And it's bringing out that I want to say that she kept on evolving, she kept on learning, she kept on the books, and the beautiful dresses that she wore as well. So it's like bringing in fantasy Lois, and it's just taken out of the humdrum, if you can understand it that way. And it's just to give something different, looking abroad. Because would you understand that invitations to things kind of have tailed off? And it was just exciting to have that difference, and just one night of getting dolled up and being in company and fresh talk and mingling. And but it also involves a very strong family connection as well. And because she was very devoted to her father. And so it's bringing in that connection to family as well. And I want to say that sometimes you could quite happily take some of them and put them on a boat and send them away, and like we can all do with family. And then other times it's the big embrace, you know. And bringing in that for you, it's just giving you something different, just out of the ordinary, and being a friend to all, if you can understand it that way. And because a lot of people overlook like disabled people and things, you know, and they sort of like are looked on in a different level. But would you understand that you don't? Because I just feel that you take any energy, any soul, and if they're genuine enough, you will embrace that, have a conversation, meet up and things, you know. You don't just look for pretty boy. And I don't mean that derogatory, by the way, that's just a label, okay? And you just want contentment. You want love. You want contentment, and you just want somebody to say everything's going to be okay. That's my definition of Belle. So you've got, ooh, I've heard of her. She's like a goddess. So you've got Gaia, and so it's bringing out that excitement. It's bringing out that inner, can I say, warrior. It's bringing out that assertiveness, and it's bringing out the growth. Choices and decisions. Things keep going in circles, because the pure dragons sort of like circle. And but lots of blues in there, so there's calming coming in and around you. But you're a good communicator, and if you're not working with a voice, you can communicate, and people understand you. Arguments and disruptions, you've just got that talk to talk them down. So you've got all these abilities, and the strength of the dragon. I want to say that the dragons come in with healing, and they also come in with protection as well. And we can call on them anytime. We can call on them anytime, and they would willingly come and help and work. And but it's you to become your inner goddess, okay? Assertive and enjoy the journey. So I hope that made sense, Lois. So can I get Michelle Oliver? Because I think that we've got another Michelle. I can't remember. Michelle Oliver, Snow White, singing, happy, enjoying things. And but Snow White stabbed in the back. And this can happen quite a lot. So would you understand, Michelle, that you've had to drag yourself back up into life with situations that's gone on in and around you? It's like bringing in the swords for you, and you've had to deal and pick yourself up. Because I want to give you Phoenix and the rise of the Phoenix. So you've reinvented yourself a couple of times. I know Phoenix has got nothing to do with Snow White, but I just felt the Phoenix coming in there just now. And but blimey, take some time for yourself, because you don't need to be chasing your tail 24 hours a day, and because have time to rest, because Snow White was always busy, but she had fun as well. And I want to say that that when little while you work, you know, and going away doing to the mines and things, and left at home doing the washing and the tidying up and whatnot. But sometimes you can be too trusting, Michelle. Would you understand that? Too trusting that it's hurt, it's bounced back, and then you've had to repair that as well, and then move forward. And but it feels that you're on the right path now. All this is in the past, okay? You're older, you're wiser, and you're taking the step forward. And but again, you need to delegate, because everything doesn't need to be left to one person. And it's finding that balance, if you can take it that way. And I miss the old ones. So again, you've got, I'm not unsure. I'm going to have to read the book and get the meanings of all these names. So I'm just giving the interpretation that I've got. And so you've got that assertiveness coming in, that I'm here to be listened to, and you will yada yada yada. So it's giving you that inner goddess as well. And you're a provider, and you look after people in and around you. Communications coming in, you've got dead communication, so that's on deaf ears, so let it go, because you want to be able to change nothing. You've got fresh coming in, you've got a lot of ideas that comes in for you as well, Michelle. So it's starting to sort of like pick that up as well. Reinventing. And I want to give you water for energy as well. Connections to the sea, connections to the rivers, and it's Aquarius, isn't it? Coming in with January, but I want to say that you had a lots of spikes up, but you needed them for protection. But would you understand, you started breaking away from the spikes? Also had to build myself up when my second husband passed away. That is harsh. That is harsh. Because when you see here, you've got the 3 X's, and this is you've completed, and you're in the middle of completing again. Okay? And for the way that movement forward, that is harsh, and that can kill. the heart area as well. But remember the phoenix, and the phoenix is in and around you, okay? So the phoenix, you're building yourself back up. So it's taking that next step forward and that leap of faith, okay? And being all you can be. You know what not to do, you know what to avoid, and it's moving forward seamlessly, okay? And you can see if there's any groups out there that you can join, because there's usually some women's groups in that you can get some chat and things, cup of tea and free biscuits, and or a hobby group or volunteer. They're always looking for volunteers, and it's take the first step to going into something with different people and then build from there, okay? And see how that goes. And you will be confused. So it's just trying to sort things out for yourself for that step forward. But I hope it made sense, and thank you for working with me. No, because you'll be totally lost at the moment. Heal, grieve, heal, take time, and then start moving back on your path, okay? Listen with your intuition, feel with your heart, and decisions with the head. Ask Spirit, send it up, okay? Because you will get that, guidance, okay? And so I hope that made sense. I'll put you onto the healing lists, okay? And I'll just give you a little healing emoji. So I'll get you onto the lists, Michelle, and because it's just been one thing after another with you. So that will be your third one that you're starting to come out of with your completion. And I wish you well, okay? Keep positive, keep growing, and keep trusting your intuition, okay? And thank you for working with me. Kristen, Kristen. I'm just hearing the Beatles. I like to be under the sea in an octopus's garden in the shade. Kristen, are you still with us? Keep the positivity, Michelle, okay? Try not to keep the doubt and the holding back and everything. Keep the positivity and keep moving forward, okay? We're all here for you, and we're all a support group as well. And you've also got the likes of Stace and that to talk to as well. And there's help there, okay? Bless you. Kristen, you know what I was saying just now about I'd like to be under the sea. No pressure, weightlessness, beauty, vastness, cold water, hot water, tepid water, salty water. Ken, so bringing in all these different things. And no, Kristen, you are not far away, Christine. And so it's bringing in changes for you as well. And would you understand where it feels like the Little Mermaid that things have been rough and you're wanting to change? You want environment to change, you want things to change in and around you, just like what she did. And it's coming out of the old into something brand new and trusting yourself and trusting that you've done right. And it's I want to say as well that would you understand if I gave you perils or connection to perils? Because I feel that that's quite important in and around you, Kristen. And I just feel that with the perils, that perils of wisdom. So you've learned an awful lot of life's lessons, the same as what she did. And would you understand trusting someone with your whole being and then getting stabbed in the back? not literally, but metaphorically, because I just feel that you've had to reinvent yourself as well and pick yourself up off the ground to move forward. She comes in with complete change, and then she comes in with contentment, and she found happiness. Okay, so this is what you're striving for. So all is not lost. Manifest, focus, step forward, and be all you can be. And you've got making a difference. And I just feel I had to give that one to you, because despite what you've come through, you make a difference every. Oh, look, it's a sea. Starfish in the sea. How's that tying in with your reading? Wow, I love the power of spirit. And so I want to say that it's bringing in the connections and that, and I've totally forgotten what I said, because once I've said it, it goes. But you make a difference to quite a few in and around you, and I just felt that this card is for you to appreciate and to show that you are appreciated, although lots of times you don't feel it. And that's a personal message from spirit. But keep going your path, keep evolving, and keep enjoying. Okay, so hope that that makes sense. I know that just, it amazes me when the cards come out with what you're saying. So Karen, are you still with us? I used to be able to do the voice, but I don't think I can do it anymore. I used to have to do this and then try and speak, um, no, can't do it anymore. I could when I was younger. And so Karen, are you still with us? There you are. Donald Duck. Why do you feel that you're being taken as being silly a lot of the times? But you're a trier. You try everything that you can, and keep doing that, Kristen, okay? Because spirit is just appreciating, giving you that appreciation and that acknowledgement. So keep going, and thank you. And so would you understand that at times that you pull back a little, Karen, because you think, oh, will I behave tonight or will I not? So it's finding that balance, because you've got the inner child, and I just feel that fun, letting the inner child out, but you feel there's always consequences, if you can understand it that way. And a lot of times it's not, sometimes it is, and sometimes there's a time and a place, which you've probably heard many a time from the elders in the family. There's a time and a place, and but I just feel that it just shows your character, and you like to think outside the box, and keep doing that, keep being you, because when we get that true essence of being ourselves, then that's the way forward, stepping forward. So I want to say that you've also got persevere, keep going, because you've come too far to give up. Okay, and you've got this. You've got this. You've got loads of ideas in here, and it's just bringing it into everyday life. Kids love being around you because you're at that same essence, and I don't mean that badly, but you've just got that same essence, and you're a lot of fun. Okay, so never let anybody change you. And thank you for working with me. Keep being Donald Duck. Okay, keep being Donald Duck. Right, I'm just going to try and get some newbies in, and then try and get as many as I can now. So this is a speed reading. The speed reading. So can I get, is it Easy Kitten or Evie Kitten? Evie Kitten, Easy Kitten. I'll get you as well, Julianne, because you're a new there. Evie Kitten. Evie Kitten, are you still with us? Evie Kitten. Quick one carders now. Right, okay, then she's got an emoji, and if she pops up, then I'll get her slotted in. Julianne, hello, good afternoon. And so I want to say, would you understand that you're needing a little bit of grounding and you're needing a little bit of energy at the moment? Because this one signifies that it's a bit, you know, Evie Kitten, stay there. And I want to say that it's bringing in, but you need to appreciate yourself. Take time out. Breathe. You don't need to go around life hardly breathing. And believe in yourself, because I just feel that there's a bit of self-doubt there, Evie Kitten. And but you've got a lot of help around you, and this card kind of like shows it's like the desert, and bringing in the desert, bringing in Egyptian, bringing in, and it's just appreciating all that's around you, and when you can sit down and look and take note. Okay, so it's giving you that peace, and it's giving you that pause moment, and it's also bringing in assertiveness, stand up and be noticed, businesslike, take seriously. So she's feeding you all this, okay? But grounding work to be done. The ferns and everything is absolute fruition. So green for go, new beginnings, new starts, new life, the way forward. Keep manifesting and keep your eyes focused on your next step, because you're wanting changes. You've got ideas for changes. Keep that focus. So I hope that made sense, Julie. And thank you for working with me. Evie, Evie Kitten, Evie Kitten. I can see you now. I can see you now, Evie Kitten. So I want to say that for you, Evie Kitten, I've got stability, but I'm a little bit stagnant, and there's something missing, Evie Kitten. And but family's important, but there's been a lot of loss in family. Basics, you're quite happy with the basics, and you're quite happy to content with what you've got, if I can put it that way. Can you hear me? And I want to say that for a while it's been my cup's half empty mode, but you've picked yourself back up, and you're now my cup's half full. And so you've changed from pessimist to optimist, because you're a very optimistic person, and you see the good in things, and you see the things that you want to go after as well. So it's just trying to uplift out of this doom and gloom little bit in and around you just now. Okay, so it's because there's a lot of emotions coming in relationships, and this is like with jobs, family, and that wherever it connects. And I want to say that it's been harsh. Life has been harsh. So you are busy manifesting and trying to sort. When I say manifesting, you're trying to look for things to better and to bring a bit more contentment in with the life. Okay. So it's manifesting that changes in and around. And but you support your family. Your family supports you as well, but you want the best for your family, and that's one of your goals. Okay, and very much appreciated from family past as well. Keeping that looking after and that family link. So I hope that made sense, Easy Kitten, and lots of thank yous for you for that. And the keep your head up high, okay? You've got every reason to keep your head up high. And thank you for working with me. Rosa, are you still with us? Rosa. So can I have Rosa in December for the next two? I would like to give you as well, Evie Kitten, whistle while you work, whistle while you work, and because you look for the joy in everything, and that is a wonderful gift to have. Sometimes it can be a curse, but it's a wonderful gift to have. So keep spreading that joy, okay? And keep singing. Keep singing. I shall stop. Right, so is Rosa with us? Because you'll get a little emoji. And then December. Are you still with us? Rosa, hello. Rosa, oh no, it's just come up on there. You're not up on the chat bit. Right, so it's a little emoji. A little emoji. Oh, bless you. Thank you. I try to keep it upbeat and I try to do different things as well. And right, so can I have Joe Gardiner? You still with us? Joe Gardner and then Rachel. See how many I can squidge in 7 minutes. Joe, hello, Joe, hello, Joe, hello. Right. Why are you fighting all the time? It just seems to be that life is coming towards you and you're having to fight all the time, sort things out. And if you can understand it that way, you've got the lime greens coming in there, which means that life lessons, but it's also to give that, can I say, life lessons learned, but you also give lessons as well. And it's that evolvement and movement forward. And yes, we would all like someone in a white horse to come in and scoop us up and just take us away into something magical. It just seems that your armor's on all the time, but this is due to life as well and what you've come through. And you are trying to break the armor down, but it just seems to be one step forward, two steps back. So trust got broken as well, if you can take it that way. But Joe, you have got choices and decisions to make as well. You're always in your thoughts, always in your mind, but there's new pathways and directions that you need to start choosing and choose wisely. And it's changes afoot whenever you want it or not. There's a little bit of storm cloud in the corner, but you've got it under control for moving forward. And you've got the healing coming in, you've got the blue sky starting to come in, and it's pushing away all this turmoil around you. So there's smiling times to come, okay? Smiling times to come, I've just got to say to you. Michael, one of the big guns, your little problems in here, you need to do some cleansing. So write it down, send it up to Michael and ask for help, okay? And movement forward, you've got the fruition of the green, new beginnings, new starts, new life, and it's a green for go. So what's holding you back? Start reinventing and start moving forward. So that made sense, Joe, and thank you for working with me. Rachel, Rachel, we are trying to sort of like move quickly, Rachel. Contemplation, always in your mind, always in your thoughts, always over analysing, and if you're not got anything to worry about, you look for worries, okay? Somebody walking up the street, give me your worries. I need something to chew on. Stop. Pause. Contemplation. Going within and having that peace moment, Rachel. Okay? And, but the map's in front of you, so the world's your oyster. So there's a little bit of discontentment there. And you're just looking for something just a little bit more out of the unknown, if you know what I mean. And needing energy as well. But would you understand you need to take action on a situation in and around you? Stop dragging your feet. Face it, deal with it, let it go. Okay? And I've got proclaimers. When you go, will you send back a letter from America? You're waiting for correspondence. and it's taken its time. So it's bringing in connections by post, not emails and things. And so I hope that made sense, Rachel, and thank you for working with me. Right. Quickly. Right. Vanya, you're a new face, a new name, if you're still with us, Vanya. Thank you. Vanya, aloha. Let's see if we can do 2 in 4 minutes. So if I can get Vanya, and then if I can go back up and get Christine Campbell, okay? So Vanya and Christine Campbell. So Christine, Vanya, sorry, Vanya. Choices, decisions, contemplation, deep breath, and using your creativity. And I want to take you out into nature, calms the brain, and you just love all the sights. Water, energizing, being beside the water, either on the water, beside the water, bringing in memories of younger. And I want to say that, but you're needing energy because you're just needing this. Would you understand you're needing a little bit of a holiday just now? Because I just feel energy's flat. I want to give you the colour off of my t-shirt and just fill you up with it. And just give you that oomph of energy. But stop dragging your feet, okay? Because when we sit down to things, it makes it a lot more heavier. And but I'm wanting to take you out into nature. I want to give you healing as well, because there's healing all the way around. And you're trying to make magic happen, can I say? So would you understand that you're trying to plan something, but you want to make it outside the box, just something different? Because I just feel that something's being magicked up and planned. So it's not by you. There's a celebration coming where it's going to be slightly different, I feel. There's a cloak of red in and around you. So again, you're getting the energy, you're getting the passion, you're getting that the passion and the energy. And you've got orange, wearing orange as well. But the socks that you've got, it's like Pippi Longstocking socks, if you know who Pippi Longstocking is. And it's fun, bringing in the fun factor and bringing that inner child out, because it's just been a little bit heavy, hence why energy's come down. You're expected to do too much. Everything's coming on your shoulders. So start delegating as well, okay? And all you need to do is that after a busy day and you're asked to do extra, just say, do you mind if you leave it for an hour or so? Because I'm just needing to sit down in a cuppa. Or you turn around and say, I'm a bit easier tomorrow. I'm not so bogged down with things. Can I change that to tomorrow? Delegate for you for putting in the things, okay? It doesn't all have to be done in 24 hours. And try a different bedtime routine so that you can get some sleep, okay? Because a little bit disturbed there as well. We're not having the zonk out, okay? And so I hope that made sense, and thank you. And I've got 1 minute. So Chris, who was that I shouted on? Christine Campbell, you are there. So can I say last minute? I don't want to give you that one because you've had that one before. So I'll give you the dragon. The dragon, soul guardian. Okay, so you are a rock to quite a lot of people. And there's frost coming in, so it's a little bit cold in and around you at the moment. So would you understand that someone makes you uncomfortable and you're dealing with the outfall of things? Because when we get the snow coming wafting in and around, it's that things bringing in problems and bringing in not comfortable. But you are starting to learn to be a good friend to yourself, okay? You're starting to go within. Good, because it's been a while. And you're starting to listen as well, can I say? And bringing in the peace bringing in that shining light as well, because soul guardian, would you understand that you're adopted by quite a lot of people? You know, my adopted aunt, my adopted mum, my adopted friend, because I just feel that you're there for everybody. But remember, self as well, and keep your batteries charged up. Short, sweet, because we're now at time. And it's amazing how fast it goes. And but thank you for having that little experiment. We may do it again another time. And I've got my notes, so I'm able to sort of like see who didn't get picked with your characters. And but thank you for supporting. Thanks to Stace and Veronica for the platforms and all the workers behind the scenes. Stace and I'm not sure who the other ones is, but and keep looking, okay? Yes, I know there's a lot of changes in and around you, Christine. It just feels it, but you've still got this cold flow coming in, so you're still dealing with a few things, but you've got this in hand. You've got this in hand. So proud you've got it in hand, okay? And thank you. And next week, see you next week. Bless yous.